me because I'm running to the kitchen real quick. Okay, someone recap.
Last
All of the
time
beans.
nothing happened. Alter had this bag full of magic beans that he was thinking about using, and we left off right before he planted one.
Fucking bullshit.
That doesn't sound right.
Alter destroyed a piece of town.
Yeah, I think we're homeless now.
Yup.
Yeah, and so
That
many
doesn't
people
sound
have
right.
died. Like children and families and loved ones are gone. 15 of them have gone and died.
I don't know about that.
Chaos. Chaos is what happened last time.
Yes,
That is-
control.
You
That is the
guys
most
managed
accurate
to-
description that can be
Yep.
given. Chaos.
And not the good
Very
kind.
true.
Yep. Not
What
the
do you mean
good
not the good kind?
kind. Not the good kind.
What is the good kind?
What
Legacy.
happened was the good time.
Legacy is good chaos.
Yeah, actually, that is a good example of good chaos. Oh,
Legacy is directed chaos.
with purpose.
Which
Chaos used as a
means it's
precision
not
instrument.
chaos.
Can be chaos. Depends on whose perspective you're looking at it from.
Mm-hmm.
So Alter created a pyramid that destroyed like 2 city blocks. You guys managed to escape from the mummy.
Alter didn't do nothing.
He
A
did.
bean created a pyramid.
Mhm.
And then it also created a geyser of beer that drenched Isul, so she went off in a huff. And
Also-
then
Poison fruit.
Alter one of them and proceeded to like have a intense conversation with Death.
That was great. And everything worked out fine. Nothing bad happened. Ever.
Death looked a lot like RNGesus coming for you.
Mhm.
Very like out of soul moment. You just see him come, my child.
My stupid child.
Stupid child. RNG heaven awaits you. And he rarely reaches his hand out, but just as he does, he wakes up
I
half groggy, smelling of mushrooms.
to be honest, I think RNGesus was on his side. I mean, he survived, right? Isn't that how that works?
Barely.
True.
Barely.
And then you all, except for Isul, crashed at Clan Kio's place because what the fuck? Your house got destroyed? Okay.
We also killed
Um,
killed a mummy. We could just go live in the pyramid.
Nope.
So
No.
in very Castlevania fashion, after the mummy was destroyed, like it crumbled back into sand.
Yeah, all that was left was the fucking throne.
What is
Yeah.
this bullshit? But a miserable pile of dust.
And my shiny.
Yeah, Dia made off with a ruby, and the throne is still there. Does anybody want to do anything that night?
Alter wants to go get his stupid sister and tell her to not leave him alone with these stupid other people.
Ah, yes, we're the stupid ones.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go out of town or out of the mansion to go look for this?
Yeah. There was some talk of like vague scry here, yada yada there. Alter knows where sister is.
Found out where she was.
Yeah, Kit like did sending or some shit, and Isul just like told her very simply what the hotel was, and that was it.
Yeah, so Alter's gonna go to that hotel.
Okay. In the middle of the quiet night of the streets, Alter, you continue to walk. You contemplate the new feeling of the air around you, noticing that it is more awake than ever. You can feel the hum of energy around you. It feels wonderful. It feels really good to focus on. That's a phone ringing. What was that?
Billy.
It's just the hum in the air.
What was the hum in the air?
That's that fatty hum.
As you walk, um, your eyes turn to one of the buildings, and you could see the shadow off of the building, off reflecting off of the light. You can see the shadows of it like wiggling and writhing along the otherwise static building. And as you watch, these shadows sort of begin to rise up from the ground and take on like the shape of like pitch black dogs.
That's not good.
What have you done now?
So for the record, Alter is walking with his sword, one sword, not both, just his typical sword, unsheathed over his shoulder,
Yeah.
because he's an adventurer. Nobody's gonna stop him. What are there, cops? No. So he looks at that and then gets a little tense. And is there anything around? Gonna look around.
No, nobody's around.
So I see dogs in the reflection, but not actual dog.
Right.
Okay. Do they continue moving? Are they like running around towards me, or are they just kind of like doing their own thing in
Once
reflection
they
land?
like fully form, these like shadow dogs like begin charging at you.
Oh god.
This is
Please
a sort of.
Please
I'm
tell
not gonna
me.
let you roll initiative or anything. Just narrative combat.
Okay, I was about to say, please tell me that you like did like a short rest and got some HP back.
Well, I mean, they healed me a bunch, so
Yeah.
basically, as a fighter, I am fine. But I look at the dogs. Do I feel like a palpable sense of, oh shit, they can hit me, or is this like a still kind of, it might be an illusion?
You
Is
can
that a thing I could
sense
roll?
a murderous intent.
Okay. So when I look at the reflection, would they be to my side or back?
To your back.
When I look in the direction they should be, is it city wall or open area or street?
It is just like a building, a straight building.
Point my sword towards where the dogs would be coming from, and I'm going to look at the reflection like over my shoulder.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
They're gone?
No, the shadows are there charging at you, but there's nothing else there.
Okay, are these shadows 2D or
Yeah,
3D?
no.
Really fast.
3D.
3D.
Oh, they're 3D? Oh, I was.
Yeah, I was
Then
saying
no,
like
fuck
they
this.
bubble up into form is what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like saying they became amorphous, or they went from amorphous into dog-shaped shadows. But no, they're bubbling up and out of the. No, fuck this. I'm just going to sprint because I need to get to my sister, and I don't care about anyone who's behind me.
Okay, so you're running. Why don't you make an athletics check?
Athletics. Let's do a +1 skill. We're gonna do my +1 athletics check.
Still poison too.
I thought it only lasts like an hour. Does it last a whole day?
What?
How long does poison last? Does it last an hour or a day? Because I thought I would be poisoned for like an hour.
Poison typically lasts for an hour.
I would assume that this would be later enough in the evening that like an hour would have probably passed.
That's fine.
But if that's not the case, I will roll
that's
again.
fine. That's fine.
Mandy trying to get me fucking wolf.
You have to go by yourself. You take chance.
So you
I
begin
thought it would be
sprinting.
fine.
Yeah. So you begin sprinting, and as a sort of reflex, you like dodge to the side as like the shadow wolf like extended its neck out towards you, and it like flew at you from like some like 30 degrees feet, almost making like like a fucking ballista shot at you, but still attached to the neck and just made out of complete shadow. It misses you, thankfully, and you see like a black spike where its head was supposed to be.
Fucking what? Fuck all kinds of this. I wish I could run faster and rogue level run, but I can't. I'm cruising at 60 feet as fast as that's as fast as I can go.
Yeah,
Where's
and these
mobile when
dogs
you
are
need it?
like hot on your trail. Like you're definitely gaining ground because you're moving like a samurai with no clothes on.
Hell yeah.
You notice that out of the shadows another one begins to form.
Of course it does.
And this time it like opens its mouth to try and bite you, but its entire head splits apart to create this large jaw that's easily like 3 times its actual size.
Oh, it's doing the Resident Evil thing.
Mm.
Yeah,
Ah,
and trying to grip onto you like it's a living Iron Maiden of sorts. Why don't you roll me an acrobatics check?
I'm gonna roll really bad right now because it's a +7. So why would the dice be like, oh, you mean above 10? It's not gonna do
That's
that.
how it works.
Just wait.
Mm-hmm. Can confirm.
Yeah. See.
Oh, yikes.
So it connects with your leg, and you just feel the sheer pain of it, of like a spike going through your leg. And you feel as if it's like sucking on your bodily fluids
Oh.
yeah. Thankfully, after it makes it, you manage to kick off of it, leaving only like the wound that it's on. And you're kind of hobbling a bit, but you continue to go forward. And I'll say you need one more check before you can get to Isul. How do you want
Uh.
to try and evade or hide or do whatever?
Well. Wait. Did I take any damage? Did you say damage?
I'll let you roll damage. Hold up. 8 necrotic.
8 necrotic. Ouch. I'm just gonna keep running and do my acrobatic.
Okay, roll me one more acrobatics check.
Let's fucking go. Acrobatics, holy shit. I can't roll 2 nat ones.
Sure, you don't want that to be athletics. You were doing a little bit better with that one.
Quiet you. Yeah, see?
Uh,
Can't roll 2 nat ones in a row. What are the odds?
A lot yesterday or the other day with Bragg. I mean,
Yeah.
it was
And I mean,
a lot.
look at the number of like crit fails we've had
Mhm.
in fucking Hardwired.
Yeah.
yeah. So you grab your blade, and with just a flurry, you like spin around and deflect another spike that, and you manage to safely arrive at the hotel where the dogs have disappeared into nothingness.
They like kind of like wash away into
Yeah.
mist. Okay. Good. Is it like they just gave up, or is it because I'm near something that has affected them?
Hard to tell.
Fuck this. I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna go get my stupid sister who made me get attacked by stupid dog.
Yeah, so they show you into your room. So you walk over. Your brother smells faintly of mushrooms, and there's a gaping hole in his leg.
Just like
We're going to home. Not our home. It obviously got crushed by a pyramid.
Isol's just like standing there staring at him, like arms crossed. She has showered and very, very vigorously like washed everything. Just tried to not smell like beer. And just like looks at his leg and then looks back up at him and just arches a brow. waiting for explanation.
What the fuck do you want from me? You make, like, obviously this was me making a terrible choice. I came here to get you, and I got attacked by a dog. And I say, he has little air quotes.
Dog.
It certainly looked like it was dog shaped, sort of, but it wasn't very dog like. Some kind of shadowy thing.
And she will walk over to the window and just kind of open the window and look out to see if she sees anything.
Nope.
You're not going to see it, it disappeared. Well, it and the whole lot of them.
Lot of them. She slowly
they were
turns back around.
Yeah, there were like 4 or 5. Wolves don't hunt alone, you know this.
So, magically disappearing wolves.
That's so hard to believe. And he's going to hold up his leg and point to the hole.
And she just like blinks and then slowly shakes her head. And you want to go back out with the supposedly magically disappearing wolf pack.
Oh, unless you think you can't fight them. I certainly didn't want to go 5 versus 1, but I'd feel a lot better if my sister was there to die with me.
She just like looks over at Sebeth like on the bed and looks back at him. You're not being very convincing to make me actually want to leave.
Well, let me. Sorry, I'm chewing. Alter just. His hands fall to his side. He lets his sword like pink on the wood floor. And he leans against the wall and says, I don't know what to tell you. I want you to be with me and be at my side. But I also want to be with that incredibly cursed, stupid, shit-eating group.
She's kind of crosses her arms and you see her. There's something going on in her head, but she's very much trying not to show it. So, you're enjoying it here then?
He shrugs and lifts his head back and forth. I mean, it's better than where we came from. And I am slowly starting to realize that I have no idea how to go about doing anything we set out to do. The time I spent learning all those leadership and philosophy lessons and bureaucratic nonsense from father is just all out of my head now. I didn't listen because I didn't like it. I'm sure it would be handy if I had listened or took notes or something. But I mean, we ended up in this clan thing. Now I don't really know what to do if we're not in the clan. Like, if we left right now, where would we go? What would be our motive? Or not motive, but what would we do?
Mm-mm.
He's actually earnestly asking.
I know. You're rolling some shit. I don't got any bonuses to that. She just like kind of quietly like goes and finds some rags or some shit to try and clean up the wound on his leg. She doesn't say anything for a couple minutes. And she finally sighs. Can't say that I really know either. Which is not a position I much care to be in. She kind of pauses and looks up at him. But you're saying you're just going to go ahead and give it a shot like any average adventurer, then?
Looks down at the wound and then looks back up at her and just shrugs and just goes, I guess so. But you're not allowed to tell any of them about this conversation. I'm going to make that clear. I'm not allowed to tell them that I said anything nice.
She just kind of like snorts and shakes her head. Did pay for this room, you know.
You make it sound like we can't just get your money back. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's bitching at people.
She just kind of rolls her eyes and looks over at Saveth. And there seems to be just like this like quiet, silent conversation. And Saveth just groans, rolls on the bed for a second, and then slowly climbs.
Alter watched that conversation, and it was a mix of like, what's happening? Oh, they're having a conversation. What the fuck? And then Saveth gets up and he gives Saveth like a yeah nod. Oh,
Where are you even? Our apartment is under a pyramid.
well, the pyramid is gone now. It crumbled into dust and left a shitty stone chair. Though the upside is there's a plot of land where an apartment could be, but the downside is there is no apartment, and everything inside of it was irrevocably destroyed. You're right. As for where I have found a place to stay, we recruited Kyo, for better or for worse.
And immediately the like begrudging convincing that you've done just shrivels and dies on Asul's face.
Look, you can pay 100 gold here and have your fucking privacy, and he gestures vaguely to Saveth. A spare pet room. Or you can come back with me to the. Well, actually, I probably would just stay here. But I would rather go back.
She just like wrinkles her nose. Just looking fine. I'm not promising that I'm staying any more than tonight. I don't even know if I will stay fully for tonight. Depends on how annoying they are.
Maybe they got drunk and all passed out, and we'll just have a nice, quiet evening.
I think that a woman could outdrink the entire city. I don't believe that's going to happen.
That is probably true. That is probably true.
She sighs, goes and collects her things, puts on like the few pieces of armor that she had taken off at this point, and just shakes her head. Waits for him to lead her on because she has no fucking idea where this is.
Once you're all ready and like you're all strapped up and clipped on, he'll hit like kind of do that back of the hand, tap you on the shoulder gesture, and he'll say, "I mean this when I say it. I do have a certain level of comfort here. It's starting to become familiar to me, and it's not comfort in a way that's immediately familiar. It just is nice. But I value you more than I value that feeling of new comfort or whatever. And if you think of an idea that you genuinely think would work better than this," and he just gestures like around. "If you think of something that you honestly think would be better, I will follow you. And I have no qualms about that."
And she is quiet for a moment, then nods. I don't know. You know as well as I, this is not anything either of us know.
He nods.
Which is give me time.
I'll give you time. I won't make it easy. I'm going to be my usual self because I'm going to give you time to decide earnestly by being insufferable. You know this though. So take as long as you need.
I've been cursed with this my entire life. Except for the first 5 minutes, they were wonderful.
You said blessed wrong.
And
Look down at Sebeth.
she will just like poke him in the tickle spot again.
Whole body just nee! Stop it.
I imagine Saveth is watching this and then comes and like just like bumps her way in between the two. So she's like leaning against both of them.
Aww. Well, I sincerely hope we get attacked by those shadowy dog things, just so you don't think that I'm fucking crazy and have some desire to shunt a hole through my own fucking leg to make this meaningful speech more impactful. I didn't plan on this, and he gestures to his leg.
To be fair, I've already thought that you were fucking crazy.
I'm not crazy. I am, at the very least, I make poor decisions occasionally. Or very most. Whatever. It's fine. He throws his sword over his shoulder. Not like lets go of it, but like puts the blade over his shoulder. And he'll turn towards the door and gesture towards it.
She takes a like a last very longing look at the nice quiet room and then slowly leaves. Very much dragging her heels.
Okay, so on the way back,
Get attacked by dogs, get attacked by dogs,
you
get attacked
do
by dogs.
not get attacked by dogs.
Oh.
However, you do encounter somebody. Now, Alter, you're a tall guy. You're like what, 7 feet tall?
Not quite, but close. 6'8".
Okay, you're almost 7 feet tall. Typical Regained's about 7-8 feet tall. This motherfucker is like 12 feet tall.
Okay, so a giant. A freaking giant.
Yeah, he
Mental.
he towers above you and he's looking around. He's not wearing a shirt, but he's wearing like loose pants. And you see like a tattoo like stretch around his stomach. He turns to look at you guys. You can like see like a brief like glint in his eyes as he steps over to you. Do you have a moment?
Look at Isul.
Who comes up to his fucking knee if he's 12 feet tall?
Yep.
She just looks very unimpressed. Looks up at him and tilts her head. The fuck do you want? It's late.
Have you seen a little girl around here somewhere?
Mm.
Well, looks at his sister. Probably not the one you're looking for.
He shakes his head. No, smaller than her. Short brown hair, pale skin. No.
Drugs.
Okay. Carry on. He turns around and just walks
Can
away.
I roll an insight check?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. What's the picture?
How much?
Hmm. Not insightful. On brand.
Mm.
This is a big boy.
Well, I hope you find your daughter?
Thank you. Like,
I was about to ask, is he human? Like, shaped?
yes, he is human shaped.
But he was a Rogadin, right?
He's taller than a Roganin.
Oh, I thought you said he was a Rogadin. Like, I knew taller, but
No,
I didn't know he was.
Rogadins are like 7-8. This guy is like fucking 12 feet.
Again, I understood the tall. I just
Yeah.
thought you said he was like an extra tall one.
No. No.
This is one of those issues of like meta knowledge versus in character knowledge.
I mean, Alter's going to continue on showing you to the way of the house. Unless Isul does something, this dude is going to continue looking for his tiny girl.
You do not see the tiny girl, but you did keep a lookout. And you arrive back at Kalinkio's manor with no further issues.
And there is Isul doing anything? No?
Z would like to, but Isul didn't roll high enough to get anything, so no. Isul's just following Alter.
When we get there, Alter's going to stop at the door, or the gate, or whatever. And he's going to look at Isul and look at Siveth and put a finger to his lips and just go, shush, shush.
Yeah, this is
Come on.
probably meet that one guy that I was talking about. So you just hear a move.
What?
You look behind you and there's like a guy in like a black coat with like these shimmering like daggers that are like in his sheath, but they're still like glowing, and like different color hair. He just says, "Move."
It's Alter's gonna look at him, like raise an eyebrow, is just like, okay, and he'll step to the left.
He opens the door and goes inside.
Well, fuck you too.
Why do you like these people?
I don't like him. I don't even know who he is.
She just looks at him. It's like deadpan.
What do you want me to say? I'm not going to make it. I don't even know his name.
Why were you shushing me?
I was hoping that everyone in this place would be asleep, so maybe it would be quiet, and you would have your nice, peaceful evening with your... with Siveth.
Happy grumble from Siveth.
He constantly tries to think of mean names to call Siveth, but he's not going to do it. He's going to be nice.
So Seabeth walks in the door, immediately gets tackled by Rava as they begin playing.
Oh god. Like two fucking big ass dogs running all over the place, but they got wings.
Roaring instead of barking.
All
no.
crashing.
Oh no.
All the broken things. And Isul is like watches that and shakes her head. Like, why did you come get me from a hotel? It's nice there.
Alder doesn't even look at her. He's just like, you are complaining about me saving you money.
Mhm.
I'm shocked. And you know what? I'm disappointed. I thought you were more miserly than that.
I'm assuming there's just all the people still here in the main floor. And
Yeah.
she just finds the closest hallway that looks like it might be going somewhere quiet.
Good to have you back. I hope you enjoy your hallway.
Piper, take us to the map.
What?
Take
Oh.
us to the map. Please, this is a request. Thank you.
I imagine, like, Isul walks off. Siveth is standing there, looks at Rava, looks at Isul, looks at Rava. Alter looks at Siveth and just goes, "Oh, for pity's sake, just fucking pick one. It's not like you're not going to go to the other one as soon as the first one grows bored of you."
Isul's just like, as soon as he gives like his smart ass comment, like, well, if you could figure out how to get all of them to be quiet and calm, I'll come back. Good luck.
The talking isn't boisterous from what you can tell, Isul.
There's still a lot of people.
Isul is peopled out.
Yes.
Peopled the fuck out.
Does anybody have anything else they want to do before we go to tomorrow?
Oh shit, that's a table.
What?
Sorry. I just realized that right here, this is just a long ass table. I was zoomed out, so I assumed it was like a carpet.
It could look like a carpet or something, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I assume that, like, what? Silvers and Kid are playing chess at this moment?
Yeah, they did the little readings and now they're playing chess in the
Yeah.
little room over there.
Yeah, they're playing chess.
Oh, I don't know how I forgot this. I legitimately don't know how, but I forgot that Dia was Iris's character in this game, and I thought Dia will take on the blood, and I was like, fucking Dia's here. Of course Dia's here.
Ow!
Damn.
You too!
No, I was like, I thought Dia was for some reason just like this kind of character aura, and it wasn't like an actual character
What does that
just. I don't know what it means, Iris. I didn't think of it as an insult. And if it
I
isn't,
am very confused and also very offended. The fuck? Fuck you.
oh no.
Deal. Take on cooking duties.
No.
Aw. Look what you've done.
Hold on, there's a new emoji that is perfect for Iris right now. Where is
Next
it?
morning, breakfast. Everybody's rooms were pretty nice as far as things they were considered. They weren't like ramshackle or anything like of that nature.
Is breakfast served at the big table?
Absolutely. The
Ah,
only table they got.
no, they got a little table. We found a little table.
Yeah.
Probably more like a barrel with like a board on top of it that people have like just like commandeered for the sake of like getting away when they want to get away.
Mhm.
Probably.
Ah, I guess we can go to the big table next morning, right?
Mhm.
Fucking guess you'll shit like here, I guess. Wait,
Sorry, I'm trying. I need to hold Alt so I can sit in the
Yep.
chair. There we go.
you gotta hold alt to move alter. I'm sorry, I'll see
I
myself
can
out.
turn off the grid.
Get out.
Yeah, that would be helpful. Thank you.
What?
Piper
What?
turning off the grid.
Oh. I thought you meant me leaving. I was like, what?
No.
So, have you guys decided what you're gonna do to find a new place?
Talk to the city because they now have a case of mini refugees if they don't help us.
Well,
Fair
we
enough.
could make Dia talk to the city because Dia is the leader
This is true.
who does do the paperwork.
Dia is more than willing to do that. But I'm surprised you guys are letting him do that.
Absolute fucking sap.
If-
I mean, friend.
Dia wants to go do the paperwork and go deal with the political red tape bullshit to get us a house. He is more than welcome to.
He is willing to do that. That's his job.
Mhm.
So, but first, he needs to make sure the youngins have food. And since there's a whole other clan to also feed, this is going to take a little while.
And since everybody else seems to have forgotten it, I guess Isul has acquired all the cats because nobody has mentioned their cats thus far.
No, they were mentioned.
Yeah.
They were mentioned that
Silver.
Isil was Silvers was carrying them in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Where does Alter still have a cat?
Yes, it's in the box. Don't worry, Silver's is taking care of the cats. I'm sure with Kit's helping too, right?
Yeah, Isil, you look over and you see like a black and red cat hop on Alter.
She met the cats yesterday. She was babysitting the
Oh,
cats
did
for
she? Okay.
for the
Okay.
rescue
Okay.
portion.
I
But
don't know if she
Right.
registered it at all, though. Eyes
Black and
were
red cat.
Silver.
She never realized that this cat was his, though. And you watch
Alter,
him as he climbs up Alter's shoulder and then bops him on the nose.
why do you have to do that? Pick it up by the scruff and then hold it
He begins
like a little bit away.
flailing, trying to bite you, and like hit you again. Come here, you little bitch! I'll fuck you up.
2 days old.
He's a fighter, that one.
so just watches for a long time, imagining Alter just continuing to hold like the cat long cat style. And she just like holds out her hands for it.
Isul. He looks at Isul, and there is a glint in Alter's eyes that you see for just a fraction of a second, and Ithul would immediately recognize it as like the sort of like instinct of no, it's mine, in the same way that you would do that with Saveth, but he doesn't say anything. And as soon as that flash crosses his eyes, he looks at the cat and looks at Isul, and then slowly hands her the cat.
She's
Cat
kind
look
of looks
you,
at it for a
tilting its
second.
head.
She smirks. It just essentially brings it close and cuddles it.
It gives you a lick and then bops you on the nose.
Just like puffs a breath of air in its face in revenge.
It like recoils back and then bops you again.
What? Why? Why does it want to hit you in the face? What is that? Is that a thing? Is it like a? I don't know. Is that like a ritual or something?
Assuming the other ones don't.
No.
The other
The
ones
other
are
ones are
angels.
good kitties.
They're angels. Seeing the transfer of cat, Silvers will speak up and say, "And have you thought of a name for yours yet?"
Well, I don't know. Do I have to name it? I can't think of a name. I'm terrible at this.
I mean, I can give you a recommendation on a name.
He slowly turns his head to look at Silverus and raises an eyebrow. Are you going to suggest a name that is something like Fuck Alter or Shut Up or Leave Me Alone?
She's gonna take a sip of water. Actually, I was going to suggest the name Rowan, since it means little redhead. And, well, he has red streaks, does he not?
Looks back at the cat. Oh, I thought you were having Kit suggest the name Beans.
I thought about it. I really did.
He looks at Cat, and then he looks at Isul. What does Isul think of the name Rowan?
She's considering it, but she's not really voicing any opinion. She doesn't look mad. But she's also dealing with Cat that keeps trying to bop her on the nose and she keeps retaliating, so.
He's gonna reach over and
in Mortal Kombat.
take like after like the 7th or 8th bap on the nose, he's gonna reach over and reclaim the cat and be like, "Stop fighting."
She's not like actually like bopping it on the nose, she's like puffing air into its face.
Yeah, but he's just like now weirdly protective. He's like, no,
Aw.
stop fighting him or them. Stop. You two go. Stop fighting. Stop it.
And she like looks at him and arches a brow slowly, and then looks over at Saveth, or not Saveth, at Silverus and Kit. Just a quiet, silent question.
Shrug.
Dia walks in with plates and sets it on the table in front of you guys. It's like, you know that when a cat touches your nose, that's a sign of trust, right?
But looks over at Dia. Well, how come it has to swat your nose? There are softer ways to touch someone's face. It has claws. Very tiny claws, but it scratches.
Shrug. It's just a sign of affection. Goes back into kitchen.
Why am I not surprised that you picked the violent one?
I didn't pick anything.
And now you're mad that you have the violent one.
No, I'm not mad about anything. I'm not mad at all. I'm perfectly fine. Like, he's like gesticulating, holding the cat.
Like gesticulating, like the cat is moving with him, or like one arm
Yeah.
holding.
Like moving with him. He is like moving the cat with him as he moves around. He'll look back at Silverus and he'll say, "It's not a bad name. I don't have one right now. If I can think of anything else, I might use that one. Might."
All right, well, it was just a suggestion.
Isil just looks over at the other two and reaches out for their cats.
Silverus is holding hers in her lap.
One hand towards each cat.
Yeah.
We'll hand over the cat because she's wanting to eat all the food right now. So, her name is Lars. Super sweet.
Oh, you named it Lars. That's such a good name.
You will cuddle that cat instead.
Silverus will put her cat. He's like, you can hold her for a bit. Her name is Olivia.
Isil now has a collection of pets on her side. She's content.
I do want to get pick up some collars while we're in town, if we are in town later.
Want to go pick up what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Some collars for the cats.
You're not allowed to keep it, says looking at Isul. That's not yours. You already have one. And he points to Sveth.
She is ignoring Alter, and I imagine Saveth is just sniffing at the cats.
Like leans over to Sveth and just goes, "Do you want her to try to replace you?"
Hold on. Let me check something really fast. I want to do this because it amuses me. You say that to Saveth. Saveth looks at you, and then you are almost immediately blinded. Saveth casts dancing lights right in front of your face.
Fucking rubbing it out. Why the fuck?
It just keeps eating like nothing's going on.
Silverus stifles a giggle as she tries to eat.
And now they're just like dancing, like little dancing balls of light around this end of the table. And so that's just like you get like a huff that you think is amusement.
I imagine this is the tangent. I just imagine Silverus to be the type of anime woman who laughs like the whoa ho 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 type.
The villain laugh.
Yeah, the really
No, the
exaggerated
The
villain.
rich girl
laugh.
laugh.
They're the rich,
Yeah,
the rich girl.
I got
Yeah.
this.
And she does the thing where she like looks, like turns her head away and has her hand cocked at a 45-degree angle.
Nah. I imagine Silverus has a very like short like giggle before she like stifles it down.
It's too much joy. Too much joy.
Elizabeth proceeds to go and beg for food around the table. Even though Elizabeth has her own bowl, she wants more. Because growing dragon.
No.
Oh, 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 oh.
Nah.
That's her laugh whenever no one is looking.
It will give the a dragon, growing dragon, some, I guess, what, bacon?
What's for
So-
breakfast?
Like bacon?
Yeah, what's for breakfast to you?
What does Clay and Keo have to cook?
Breakfast.
Okay, we're gonna have
Studio Ghibli descriptions.
we're gonna
Waffles.
have no, we're having okonomiyaki.
What?
Oh.
Gesundheit.
Okay.
So basically, like vegetable / hash brown pancakes is the best way to describe it.
Mm.
Oh, those things.
Yeah.
Huh, cool.
Proof.
So it's like it's usually made with cabbage, but you can do like potato, so it's more like latkes kind of. But I'm just imagining like pancakes but veggies, lots of
That's my
sauces that you could put with it.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Kit will hold one up to Saveth and be like, I don't know if this is your thing, but you're welcome to it.
Oh, that looks super good.
Saveth is a garbage disposal. Not gonna lie. Saveth will eat anything that is offered, unless it is rotten.
No, it's
Saveth looks real cute all the time until Saveth hungry, and then Saveth opens her mouth like Fizzgig.
Mm.
Saveth hatched when Isul and Alter were in transit, so Saveth learned very quickly to just eat what Saveth got.
Mhm.
Saveth just like sniffs it, and then slowly, like, you know, a dog trying to be really gentle, like bites it, pulls it out of Kit's hand, and then like scarfs it down really fast as soon as she lets go.
Hawk comes down, grabs a slice of okonomiyaki, doesn't say anything, just walks out the door.
Who's? Oh, anime boy?
Anime boy.
He walks out the door. Alter doesn't look up from his breakfast and throws the middle finger in that direction.
So
Who was that?
What was that about?
Oh, that was Hawk. He's one of us.
I was trying to get his attention.
What?
What?
I was trying to get his attention. He doesn't seem very conversational, even when I'm particularly spiteful.
No, he's not one for conversation. Only when he's talking about a job.
Who's talking with us?
Kia.
Okay.
As the breakfast goes on, Alter's grip on Cat has transitioned to him like holding his arm horizontally across his stomach abdomen area, and the cat's like little perched up over it.
Mm-hmm.
And when he leans down and like cuts some part of the food and takes a bite, Cat like sticks head up, arches it just over the lip of the plate, and licks sauce.
Yes.
Imagine Silvers has tried to get her cat back from Isul as soon as she's done eating.
There's pouting, but she gives the cats back when they are requested.
Thank you. So we're gonna give Olivia some pets, and I guess feed Olivia. They're still
Yeah.
on like milk, right? We're giving starter kits.
Sure.
Food. I don't
Still
know.
on milk.
What do they eat?
Alter is letting it lick some of the whatever sauce off of his good breakfast.
Like I'm just going off of what Piper said because Arachne gave us like baby kits. So like, are they on food or are they on milk? I'm good for either or.
Milk and a little bit of solid to start.
They're
Okay.
in the transition phase.
Okay.
Tia will chop up tiny bits of fish that are like smaller than bite size for the kitties.
Mm-hmm. Silver's is feeding Kitty. Probably sits back down at the table to feed Cat. giving pets. Cat in lap. Silvers looks happy.
Alter has there's a pause in the middle of like him eating, and he gets this look of curiosity on his face, and he turns his head towards the kitchen where Dia is, and then he'll get up, cat struggling to get another lick off of the plate, just as he stands up and walks away from it. Alter's gonna walk into the kitchen, and he's going to look at Dia cooking because he's thinking about how Dia would use a knife.
Mage hand.
So when he goes around, Dia is using Mage Hand to use the knife.
Yes.
Is it able to chop real fast?
Sure.
Yes.
Sitting on a chair in the center of the kitchen so he can actually see all the shit on the counters.
His tail sometimes wraps around like pans or whatever to like shake it a little bit. But mostly it's mage hand.
Just the one Mage Hand, huh?
As far as you know.
Alter standing there holding a cat that wants more sauce.
Do you need something?
Oh,
Are you still
no,
hungry?
it's-
I can get you some more.
I'm perfectly satisfied. I think and he looks down. This wants more.
Also, there are 2 other carbuncles going around getting ingredients for him.
Do I recognize either of them?
Yes.
God damn it. I don't know why that's frustrating, but Alter is frustrated by it.
Dia will get a little plate, I guess, and I don't think the sauce would be very healthy for him. So maybe he goes gets Mage Hand to get a plate and some like cream or milk, and then takes some like fish flakes, puts it in there, and a couple other like small seasonings, but very 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 light on the seasonings, just for flavor. This might be more appropriate for the little one. And Mage hands it over to you.
Imagine it gets close. Cat scrambling, he's like, gimme! Does that thing where Cat puts front legs on the other side of what's holding it, and then just does like puffs its chest out and pushes in the like scrambling cat panic trapped need to get food way. And Alter just lets it go and he's like, I was going to let you have it. It's not like I was going to stop you. That's for you. I don't think he's listening.
He has quite the appetite.
What would you name him?
Dia tilts his head, looking intently. Give me 1 second. I have an idea, but I need to make sure I'm spelling it right.
Oh my god, I just got. Y'all are gonna think I'm dumb. I'm not saying that. Never mind.
What? What is it?
No, you're gonna think I'm dumb.
I promise not to think you're dumb.
Just you?
Can you control anyone else? I can promise that I won't think you're dumb. They're not gonna listen to me. Okay, guys, don't think he's dumb, okay?
I'll
I
consider it.
won't think you're dumb, but I can't promise I won't laugh.
Well, there is always Ruby.
What's the cap? Maybe. Wait. Looks at Dia. He's narrowing his eyes. Does he know about you taking the ruby? I can't remember if he was in there and saw you do that.
Yes, because fucking he booked it out of there with it in his mouth.
It depends on if you registered that it was or not. That's up to him.
I think at this point he would. And then he looks at Dia and narrows his eyes and just goes, "Where the fuck did you put that ruby?"
Dia looks you dead in the eye. I don't know what you're talking about.
You are so full of shit.
You see Dia's tail, one of Dia's tails twitch at that comment.
Where did you put it? It's probably fucking cursed.
It's not cursed. I wouldn't know if it's cursed.
You
Does
do
Dia's
know
tail
that Dia
twitch?
returned with his armor, Alter.
Okay, so my armor is safe. Good. Okay, I
Well,
was
see if
very
you can go back and get it. Yeah.
yeah, but that was before the fucking pyramid. That's why I was concerned.
You got it back.
Okay, good. The suit of armor is in the kitchen in the corner.
Does it have a ruby on it?
It wouldn't be on it. It would be in it.
Walter wouldn't know that it's in it unless it was rattling around. But he's gonna look at the suit and he's gonna look at Dia. He's gonna be like,
Are they having a Mexican standoff?
yeah, just narrowed eyes. The only movement is cat eating food.
Instead of the hand twitching for the gun, it's just Dia's tails twitching slightly. Eyeing each other.
He points a finger at Dia and just goes, "If you get trapped in another pyramid or with another mummy, I am not going to save you a second time."
Well, I don't believe you saved me the first time, to be honest.
You made it so much more difficult than it had to be.
I told you I was fine, and I was fine. But
False.
thank you regardless.
False.
Thank you regardless. It is good to know that I have a friend to rely on.
He narrows his eyes even more. I'm gonna pick up Cat, who's probably not done, but Cat's just like, meh, scrambling, trying to get to food, and Alter's gonna like do the little like points two fingers into his eyes, and then points at Dia and walk out.
Dia just smiles.
Cat just slumps, biding his time.
Dia will sneakily poke his head out and mage hand the fucking milk back over to the cat.
Does anyone know whether the library is or a place with public records?
You could go to the library easily enough.
Think Isul's been to the library before? Because he had to go like research the birds first.
You
Birds?
did.
Oh shit!
To the library.
Yay!
To the library. Are we bringing the cats with us? I don't know
Alter
where
doesn't see why not.
we have nowhere to really keep them.
Piper,
Mhm.
can you get me control of the suit of armor so I have two different icons? Please.
You know what you should do is have on every map both tokens, but stack them so the armor is on top.
I don't know how to do that.
What?
I don't know how to do that.
Like, hold on. Where's? Oh, Alter's not here. It's like,
Here,
what is
I
Alter?
gave you a character sheet just for your armor.
Like that. Like, put your token underneath the armor token.
How do you put it underneath though? Like, how do you control which one?
You just
Huh.
put it on top.
So like, okay, I'm automatically underneath for some reason,
You're
but
the first one on the page.
that's how that works. Okay. Thank you for telling me. I just don't know that's how that worked.
I knew that.
Did
I
you?
gave
I
you
just
a
didn't want
character
to.
sheet just for your armor, Iris.
Thanks. I don't see it yet, but thank you.
Oh, I gotta put a new thing.
I don't know where the entrance to this place is. There's just a whole bunch of windows.
Yeah, where's the front door?
Pick somewhere.
It's like
It's a
something
confined
here.
space.
Yeah, there's paths up there.
Ah, we have arrived.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Ow. No.
Ow!
I thought you said no, like no blessings. Stop.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
blessed. Curse, actually.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. It just hurt. It just hurt.
Mm.
Oh
Okay,
god,
so
my
we
roll
know-
20 is freaking the fuck out.
Uh-oh.
The hell, man?
This place looks like it's mess.
It is a mess.
Is anyone working here?
Yes. There is a small Lalafell working on the counter.
Hi. To bother
Hello.
you.
You're not a bother at all.
Do you have records of when Larsha was founded or that kind of thing, history of Larsha?
History books, text, that
In
sort
the
of
history
thing.
section, 763.0. Have a good day.
Do you generally point?
I mean, it's the library. It can't be that complicated, right?
Mhm.
Alter's gonna just take her into the section that he thinks is the right way.
I mean, it's numbered. Just follow the numbers.
Do you see the chaos?
Yeah, it's a mess, you guys.
Oh,
It's
that is an issue, actually. Well,
so for Larsha.
might as well just pick a place to start then. She's gonna fucking walk up to books and start looking for history books.
Anything.
Okay, who wants to roll an investigation?
Guidance.
I will watch.
I need some help. Lots
There's
of help.
do only one of us get to roll, or do all of us roll?
Whoever wants to go looking.
Oh, fine.
There's an 11.
I'll help Kit.
Yeah, 12.
He is just gonna go to a random shelf and start looking.
You can roll me a
Alter.
percentile, Dia.
Thank you.
We're gonna see how helpful Alter is on a scale of 0 to 19. Yeah,
There's no
so
way around a library.
Following the numbers, Silverus, like was instructed, you go to the history section. It's almost as if this is using a numbered system to separate subjects.
Look at that. The numbers worked. Who'd have thought? Anyway, which, I guess, take your pick.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of ones, so take your pick.
Take your pick. Um, I'm going to pick up the nicest looking book. The prettiest one, actually.
We'll pick up the oldest looking book.
Mhm.
Can Isul just wander and find something random? She's not interested in the history search. She's just like,
Sure.
"Hmm,
You end up in the arts and crafts section.
Yay!
Yay!
hmm." Yeah, she'd see that and she'd walk to a different section.
Can I have something random? Oh, no.
Random as in, like, might be interesting story-wise, not as random bullshit.
Okay, you find the fiction section then.
Okay. She finds some shit about, like, myths of this place? Or is there a mythology for this world?
There is mythology for this world.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Is it something you wrote out?
I wrote out what I wrote. I can write more later. But you can check out the book
Oh
later.
no.
What?
That's fine. I'm not reading it. Because Alter is trying to be helpful and also watch a cat. But mostly watch a cat.
Mm-hmm. See, our cats are very nice and well behaved.
I need to double check something really fast.
Oh. Right, well.
Alter's gonna need to go get like a little cloth scarf or something that he can wear so the cat can climb up it and hang on.
Oh, Silver's can help with that.
It's
Oh.
just sitting down on the ground with the cat in her lap, like peering through every book that she can find.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Silver's is probably sitting at a nearby table, minor illusioning, like little illusion, like butterflies for her cat to bat at and chase.
Aw.
But she can look at Alter, see him struggling, and she can reach into her bag and she's gonna pull out like a little blanket for him to wrap the cat in and make a little like makeshift pouch to hold the cat.
Kitty bag.
Yeah, a little kitty bag, and she will hand him
Aw.
the blanket. It's a thick quilted blanket.
He takes it and takes like wraps it in like a shawl over his shoulders, and then sets. He like looks at the cat and looks at it, and then sets the cat down by one side of it, and watches the cat like do the kitten climb.
Once it reaches the top, it like opens its mouth, and you can feel like static coming from its breath.
Oh,
Oh no.
like
Can't yet. Eventually, though.
Oh shit.
Alter just looks at it like, what?
Oh, we're gonna be fucked.
Yes, we are.
Oh shit. I just wanted a cat.
Forgot that they were lightning kitties.
I thought. Let me be honest. I thought they were just cats for a while.
Nope, they're lightning cats, and they don't. Unless they're doing some serious homebrew shit, the benefit of having the dragon is the dragon's smart. Knows not to fire off radiant breath. The cats, maybe not so much.
Kit, going through the library, you find out that Larsha, the country, was founded. Solidor was running off from Adreska, him being one of many, many refugees. He was a merchant and used his funding to establish Estat, which is the city that you are in. some couple hundred years ago.
Okay.
Did you learn
Iris, can
anything?
you give me an ibuprofen, please?
We have Advil. We have Advil.
It just sits on the ground staring at that part and just kind of not moving for a minute.
Did you find anything?
It matches with what Helen said. Several hundred years ago.
Oh,
Hey, and she'll close the book, put the book back, and back to find the librarian. And
Did you? Oh, go ahead.
Huh?
No, keep going.
To the librarian and go up there and be like, have you heard anything about maybe some lore about some creature or sort of ritual to keep something back? Like, where would something like that be? Like, just like existence lore or lore about nasty bad things being locked away.
Are you just asking me, or are you asking the librarian?
The librarian.
The librarian looks at you like, "Are you okay, miss? You
Don't
need-
have any like stories about like scary boogeyman type things or
Well, we have a lot of horror in the horror section, miss.
what about like local legend truth type based things like you don't know if it's real but it could be real because it's been passed down for so long.
Like secret organizations and stuff like that?
Possibly.
There's the historical fiction section.
Okay, I'll check there. Thank you. Where is it at? Point direction and over. Just go look for historical fiction.
Yes, Amy.
well,
No.
Silvers is going to. You said the librarian was cleaning, right?
Yes.
Silvers is gonna just, walk up to the librarian after Kit walks away, and ask them, if you don't mind me asking, what exactly happened here?
Don't know. It was like this when I came in for work this morning. I guess some ruffians came here and fucked around.
The library. What?
Yep.
Hmm.
Librarian shrugs.
Okay, well, thank you for answering my question. And Silvers is gonna go back to her seat.
So
Yeah, you've got stuff you got to do today.
Yeah.
Chop to
You're
you.
gonna go do the things.
Yeah, sure.
can I ask?
Just curious. Oh, go ahead.
Can I ask a quick question? The
Yes.
country that Alter and Isul come from, they were
Yeah.
fairly isolationist, right?
Not as much. They actually had trade deals with one of the countries,
Okay.
and so they weren't The isolationist country is a land shrouded in mist, and it's very hard to leave.
But would it be a country that had like a lot of propaganda around it or not?
They would have said that sort of shit.
You cut out.
Worshipping false gods and something
That
else.
shit. That sort of
Okay.
shit.
Isul will go try to find a book about their home country written by somebody not from their home country.
Yes, this is when we learned that we were America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll go sit down with that for a while.
To this random person, the country that you're from is very primitive and tribalistic, doing sacrifices for dragon power, draconic power, including stuff like killing their own kin for blood and power.
A very quick first offended, then amused.
What is Silver's reading?
Silver's picked up the prettiest history book, but she's not looking at it. And I'd like to ask, what is Alter doing at this moment?
He's playing with his cat, and I was gonna say like he's gonna comment on something that Silver's is doing. So did it just turn into like what is Silver's doing? What is Alter doing? And they both look up and see that they're looking at each other and be like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
Immediately look back down.
And that's how the rom-com starts.
Shut up.
Shut up. No, but Silver's just you're gonna see that Alter just playing with this cat, and she's going to walk up to him and say like, are you busy at the moment? Other than gestures.
He's like, I imagine he's got one elbow on the table and his hand in his and his chin in his hand, and then he has the just like dangly thing that he's playing with over the cat's head. He looks at Silver, so just goes, not particularly busy. I'm having a surprising amount of fun though. I like torturing this little creature with feathers.
So she's gonna minor illusion a bunch of feathers falling over cat. Well,
So the cat
Panic.
sees this. Yeah, he starts to panic, and he he opens his mouth again, and you can see this time a couple little sparks dispel the illusions from its breath.
Goes,
well, I only made like 2 or 3 feathers that were falling. Well, that's a bit concerning already. Anyway, what'd you say?
Just watch that happen. That's interesting. What did you need though?
Well, I've always found history a bit boring. And I don't think I'd be much help with researching.
You're breathing into your mic.
You're breathing into
Good.
Whoa.
So, well, I talked to the librarian, and they said that apparently someone had come into the night, and that it was just like this morning. And I wanted to know if you aren't busy while the other two are reading. We could take a look around and trying to figure out what happened. And it's better than trying to read history.
He's given you a very
Before I forget, because I did forget earlier, Alter, that wound you received last night.
Yes.
It's healed up, but you still feel like around I guess that something is missing. You feel hollow where your leg would be.
Can I still move my foot?
You can still move your foot, everything's fine, but you get a very keen sense that something's missing from your leg.
Do I have on my toes?
Yes.
Silver You say that to Alter, and Alter has that weird sensation and looks down at his foot. And you can see him like wiggle his foot a little bit and then shake his head and just goes, sorry, repeat that. I had a weird, I felt like I stepped on something. Well, you said that history was boring and you wanted me to what?
Well, I wanted to know if you wanted to join me in looking around the place to figure out what exactly happened. To make it a mess, since it was like this morning before the librarian had gotten in. And I figured that, well, that's better than looking up history.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I have to be honest, I'm not a very good detective, but I am at least good company. And he'll stand up. He's gonna look at the cat and like put the feather thing on top of its head and let it continue to like go ape shit. And he will, huh?
Go ahead.
Yeah, he's gonna just like put the feather thing on top of its head and let it go ape shit and be like, yeah. Now he's plenty entertained.
Just hear under Silver's breath as she turns to lead the way on their little impromptu investigation. Well, one of you is good company.
I'm curious if he can handle independence well. And we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see if he gets into trouble, mostly.
Silver's gonna look down at her cat, which she's like holding. It's like, should I leave both of the cats together? Maybe mine could be a good influence, or his would be a bad influence. You know what? They're just kittens. They're like, what, 2 days old? They can't get into too much trouble. She's gonna plop down her kitty. She's like, right now, Olivia, don't get into too much trouble. I will be right back.
Meow.
Give a pat on the head.
Yeah.
Investigate while those guys are reading, because reading is boring. Oh no.
Let's fucking investigate.
I'm concerned.
What's the problem?
The fucking D100 rolls are concerning.
Yeah, what's the problem?
I'm a little scared. But alright. Investigation while they're actually researching and being useful members of the party.
Okay, start it up. Tell me
No, turn it up.
what you're doing.
Alter's gonna follow Silverith and
Yeah.
help Silverith investigate because he's not gonna be able to do it on his own.
Well, neither can she. She's not an investigator either. She's just curious and bored. I don't think I have anything to actually help in an investigation other than just rolling investigation. She can climb up freaking pretty high for like a better view, I guess.
Okay.
I will help you investigate by giving you advantage because I got a -1.
I think I got a +1 and that's it.
There you go. That's good shit. That's all we need.
So tell me where you're going and how you're investigating.
She'd probably start by where the place of the most damage is, which looks to be in this area.
Okay.
Over here.
So she'll probably like go over here and start like looking through stuff, looking for tracks. You know, probably
Okay.
climbing
Go
up
for it.
high.
Go for it.
Boop, boop, boop. Nope.
Mhm.
Unless it can find something.
You find
Man.
a couple shards of glass streamed along the bookshelves.
Okay. She'll look at the glass and she'll point it out. Does it look like it trails from somewhere, or is it just broken glass on top?
Well, gotta use your brain here.
Well,
They're on top of the books. What
Does
does that
Alter
mean?
does Alter see the glass or just Silverith?
Yes, you see the glass.
Gonna look up. Is there a skylight?
There is a skylight. Good job. And wouldn't you know, there's a hole in it.
Oh.
Hmm.
Can Silvers
Well,
climb up the wall to the skylight?
if you can't, Alter could give you a boost.
There's no how are you gonna do that? Do that from where you are?
Oh, I mean, go down to a wall and then climb up to like this level of the ceiling to the skylight so you can get like a view of like the roof, I guess.
Are you communicating like you want to go up there?
Yeah, I guess. Well, she'd probably like be thinking out loud, just like, I wonder what's up there. You think we
Alter
can
looks
get
up there.
Do you think it'd be worth it to get a closer look?
Possibly. Did you want to go up there?
I mean, I could always go outside and climb up.
Alter will look at her and he will cup his hands and nod to her foot. Like,
How high
I'm
is
quite
the
tall.
ceiling? How high is the ceiling, Piper?
Probably some 80 feet.
Yeah, I assumed it was a
Big
giant building.
library. Yeah.
So something jumped in and fell 80 feet.
Mhm.
Okay.
I
I thought this would be like a 20-foot ceiling at most. That does change things. Is there like an
I've only
area
just
of
now noticed the depth of the ceiling.
wow, that skylight looked a
Wow.
lot closer a minute ago.
Yeah, fucked. So,
Um,
I guess.
well, is there anything she's gonna look? Is this like broken glass like actually there to find?
Yes.
So are there other broken windows, or is there just one?
Yes. There are multiple
Wait.
broken windows
From the ceiling or just on the sides?
from the ceiling. Oh, this one I could say comes from the side.
Which one?
Okay, so
The one that you're by right now.
Okay, so
so
this one comes from the side.
some fucking dude drew the short stick and they're like, you have to jump in from the roof and fall 80 feet, idiot. I'm going in the side because I'm not fucking dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just look up and then look at the side and then he'll look back to Silvers and say, did you want to try from the outside? And because I imagine they didn't break out from the inside. Probably a lot harder to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do
there
y'all
might be
need
a way
any
out
help?
from the
I
outside.
can't find anything, so do you need some help?
You didn't find anything in the history books?
The Larsha thing, yes, but nothing about cult worshipy type stuff.
Oh, well, I'm sorry about that. Hopefully, we can find something
What
soon.
did you find out about Lasha?
Oh, it like I said, it followed along with what Helen said about, several hundred years ago. And she just kind of rubs her wrist where the scars are still.
Several hundred years ago? His eyes get progressively wider as he starts to realize, holy shit, you're several hundred years out of place?
I aged pretty well, huh?
You really did remarkably well.
Mhm.
I I'm sorry you're not even close to the right time. I wish I could help you in some way. That is a very unique and strange problem.
I was trying to find out if there were some crazy cult thing going on at some point. Why was I don't know, it seems like a culty thing to do to kind of chain somebody up to a wall and write, in celestial above them, I don't know.
It does make sense. I mean, in my opinion, it seems very culty. Not that I've been in a cult, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. But if you're looking around trying to figure out what happened in the library, I just assumed it was always like this. I didn't know it was.
Oh, I assumed it was like that too until I overheard what was being said. I never go to libraries.
They can be quite useful sometimes.
So should we let the librarian know that we would like to get up on the roof to help them look and see if we can figure out what happened?
That would probably be wise, and maybe we can ask the librarian something, if they know anything else about it. She'll turn to Alter. Do you want to ask your sister if she wants to help us?
He immediately gets this competitive look on his face, this like glint in his eye, and he just goes, No. I'm both tall and also pretty decent at jumping. Sure, I can't jump as high as my sister, but I can jump certainly higher than you both. And that's probably enough. What are the odds that all of the people who busted in here, or the one person who busted in here, whoever fucking did that, what are the odds that they can jump as high as my sister?
Considering that the ceiling is, 80 feet tall, probably likely.
You don't know for sure.
No, but okay.
We'll see. If we need to get her, we'll go get her, but let's not for now.
It goes up to the librarian. I see that there is a lot of damage from the ceiling, and we would like to try to help you figure out what happened. Is there any kind of... We're from the clan Luminescent, and we would like to help. Is there a way to get to the roof to kind of see if there are any clues as to what happened? Oh, okay.
Librarian?
I barely can't hear you if you're speaking.
Repeat what you were saying.
Kit goes up to the librarian and be like, we are actually from the clan Luminescent, and we see there's a lot of damage, and maybe somebody broke in, and we would like to help. Seems like maybe it came from the roof, and we would like to help you investigate if there was an easy way to get up there.
I've never heard of that clan before.
We're fairly new, trying to get our
Well-
name out there, and figured helping the library would be a good way to do it.
There's a fire escape out back.
Oh,
Wonderful.
see? There's no way that they were able to jump as high as my sister.
Dia, because like he has to go do shit. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
I mean, you can stick around, squad.
Did I find anything in the books? Anything interesting? Anything
What
worth
were you
noting?
looking for?
I just picked a random shelf.
Oh, I thought you were gonna. You should go get. I was gonna say you should get a cookbook.
Found what?
You found a cookbook.
Perfect. I'm gonna borrow it. But so Dia is going to think, I'm like, I would like to check this out, please. And I do, and hearing you guys talk about needing to get to the roof, it's like, oh, I can help with that. And he goes next to Alter and spider climb.
Oh no.
What did you do? What did you do to me? Did you curse me? Did you curse me with your fucking ruby?
You don't what? No, you can reach the ceiling now, very simply.
Wait, also can climb now.
Yes.
So he's gonna look at Alter, size him up.
Hmm.
Do you want to race to the roof?
Yes, and he's going to immediately rush towards the wall.
She was ready for that shit. She's running too.
He's gonna get to the base of the wall. He's gonna cast jump on himself and yeet himself up into the air.
That's cheating. It's
Later, bitch. I'll see you at the top.
that is cheating. And you know it.
Dia will go to Kit as they rush off. They're so energetic, aren't they?
They're not your children. Stop it.
He'll look at Kit. Be like, you can come with me if you want. I'm going to head to the town hall to get things sorted out. You still need to officially join, but we can always do that later.
Oh, we said she did the paperwork.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well,
We can do
you're-
all the extra shit.
well, you are free to come with me if you'd like, or you can help them.
Wherever, it doesn't really matter. I think I found all I can find here. I was just trying to help to see who broke into the library. But if you need somebody to go with you, I will go with you.
Oh, I'll be fine if you want to stay. I just offered.
I don't want you to go by yourself. Things happen sometimes, you know.
Well, it's not just me. You see, like two other pairs of eyes poke out through the helmet.
How many of you can fit in there?
Quite a few.
You sure you're going to be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Sure
Enjoy
you're
your
going
time at the library.
Well, where is the place at so I know if I have to come help find you or something? I don't
Oh.
even know where anything is.
Just heading to the town hall, where we went a couple days ago.
It's in the center of town.
Yeah, it's in Center Town.
Okay.
Have fun! And Dia will
Careful.
clink off. So what spooky shit is Dia gonna encounter now? Hopefully.
Dia
Hopefully nothing.
is not going to encounter anything.
Okay, good.
Boo.
So you go to the town hall, and they're like, "Yeah, we heard that there's 2 blocks that aren't existent anymore. We're working on rebuilding them. It's going to take a while. If you want to pay for repairs to speed up your repairs, you may do so."
How much are we staying here? Our clan is very, very new.
Yes, but there were a whole bunch of new clans there. Thus,
Oh, I'm not complaining. I'm just wondering what the cost would be.
for repairs, 2,500.
That's exactly how much we have, isn't it?
No,
No.
we have more than that.
We have more than that.
We have like 6,000 something.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Do that, and your building.
What?
If we pay that, our building will be first to be repaired.
How long?
How long are we looking at?
A couple days to a week.
Not bad.
And what about long term? If we didn't pay the additional fee?
They shrug.
That long, huh?
I mean,
Dia is going to head to the guild place to pick up a job.
Oh.
Oh no.
aw.
Okay, well here's the current job so far.
Yay. A turtle burial ground at a mountain shrine.
They're all expensive to fucking pay for us to work. Still.
Does spider climb allow me to walk with or to run along a wall with just my feet
Yeah.
without having to actually climb?
I'll say it.
I believe it does, yes.
Because I'm gonna beat the pants off of you.
Really? The thief rogue that can triple dash?
Oh yeah, good luck using your fucking thumbs. I don't even have to break stride, idiot. I'm just running up the wall.
I like to imagine Silver still beats you.
This is what she does all of the time. How often
You're
does he
just
climb
running as
walls?
fast as you can. You look to the side, and Silver's is just climbing up like hand to foot, keeping.
Yeah, just a couple of little flips in there. Because acrobatics.
Okay, alright. Alright, acrobatic feats, eh? Let's fucking go.
Are you guys having an acrobatics off?
Yes. If you
I
All
wasn't saying
acrobatics,
that.
Silver's.
I wasn't saying that. I wasn't saying that. I just said because I imagine she climbs like fucking cartoon Catwoman.
Okay.
well,
Extra
I
straight.
refuse to give up to your bonus action dash and your natural climb speed.
Silverus, roll me acrobatics. You have advantage.
I have advantage?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
No
It's,
kidding.
it's a fucking tie.
You
Is-
both reach the roof at the exact same time.
We both get there, scream, got it! I had
Look
it
at each
first.
other, glare.
You cheated.
How did I cheat? You literally have a spell casted on you.
That doesn't count. That was an outside force. I didn't cheat, nor did I ask for it.
Yes, with me just climbing of my own merit is cheating. You kidding me?
Well, no. Maybe that ruby cursed me. And it made it harder for me, you wouldn't know.
Are you really that stupid? You know what? No, I'm not starting this with you right now. Let's take a look around while we're up here.
Takes Kit
Okay.
a long time, but she goes up the fire escape on the outside.
Oh no.
Just gets there right after, like,
Yeah.
as they're still arguing, just like, oh, hey, kid.
Oh, hello,
Oh.
kid.
Okay. So with you guys on the roof is a young girl that seems to be examining the place as well.
Is she 4 feet tall and have brown hair?
Wouldn't you know it?
Mhm.
Hey, ho. Excuse me, I actually don't know you, but I think I know someone who does.
Show picture.
I wish I could imagine what you look like, aside from the character.
I'm
Okay,
already-
cool.
So
I'm giving you just enough shit.
I'll put Kit beside you.
What is the age range? Is she like teenager?
She looks anywhere between early teens to mid teens.
Okay.
And she
Human
has in her
mostly
hand
looking?
a coffee.
Mhm.
Hello? Why are you up here?
She looks at you. Make a perception check, Alter.
Oh. Now it's your turn to roll. I'm just gonna use my sheet in here because it's faster. I like using D&D Beyond, but this is just categorically faster.
True.
Where's my perception? There we go.
Woo.
So her eyes dart to you, then to Silverus, then to Kit, and then to your leg, and then back to you, Alter. What did you need?
Hello? I'm surprised anyone else was up here. Why are you up here?
Examining the area. What did you need?
Well, do you mind if we join you?
I don't even know you.
Perfect, so you don't mind. Silverus, conduct the investigation or whatever you do.
You said you're examining the area. Are you looking into whoever had trashed the library as well?
She pauses for a moment. Sure, that's what I'm doing here.
Insight check.
I don't even need a roll to know that she's full of shit.
Oh, yeah. But Silvers doesn't have any of the background on stuff. So can I insight?
You can insight.
17.
She might have her own agenda here. She is looking around the area.
Oh,
Maybe not for the same reason that you are.
I'm starting to get a clearer idea of what might happen here. What may have transpired? Are you looking for someone, I don't know, maybe perhaps freakishly tall, broad, gray hair, looks like a wildebeest?
There's a light of recognition. No, I know where he is. And
Mm-hmm.
you?
Who is he to you?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
Oh, funny you should mention that. I did run into him last night.
Oh, I see.
Had a lengthy conversation, talking all about each other's lives and favorite hobbies and where you happen to may have wandered off to. So I'm assuming you may know where he is, but he doesn't know where you are.
We met up early morning last night. Also, I doubt you talked about half the things you say he did.
That's an obvious lie. But I'm still impressed that you managed to suss it out. Either way, why are you invested in what happened at this library? And also, who is this large man that you hang out with? Is he your father, or
He's my guardian. And that's all you're getting from me.
that is, I think, the most truthful thing we've gotten out of you yet? Oh, I say we. It's mostly me. And I'll turn to Silvers and Kit. There's one night's worth of events that you're all missing. Well, you both are missing. Nothing really transpired, but I did see a tall, broad fellow who was literally double my height. And he was looking for her.
Well, they found each other, so yeah, mystery solved.
The mystery is solved, but now that she's looking into this library, that means there is, in some weird, bizarre way, a chance that the big man is connected to this.
Oh,
So
jeez.
looking at you, Kit, the woman comes over closer to you, and she leans in as if thoroughly inspecting you.
Hi.
She like reaches out to touch your face, and there's like a static between the two of you, and she like withdraws her hand back.
That was weird. Sorry. I didn't mean to.
That's fine.
Oh. Kit looks
Puppy!
even
Puppy
more
with
worried.
bad eggs. That's the cutest thing I've seen this week. Easily.
Uh-huh.
That is what Isul is downstairs in the library doing. She just
Oh.
like starts heading towards the door, sees abandoned cats, just sighs, cloth and rope, doing that for Sabeth.
Oh. It will kind of try to touch Silverus to see if the static kind of happens. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to kind of see if this happens when I touch everybody or if
No,
everybody.
it doesn't.
She'll look back
I
at
agree.
the girl and be like, did that happen when you touch people? Or is it just
Just you.
Alter's gonna poke her.
You poked her. You sure did.
Well, she's not lying.
I don't think she would lie about something like that.
Well, she's been cagey so far. I can't take it at face value. That's two truths, though. I'm getting impressed.
So what are you doing here? I know you're here looking into something at the library, but are you looking into the same thing we are?
What are you looking into?
Well, we're trying to figure out what had caused all of the mess down there.
No, that's not what I'm looking into. I guess it is a side effect, but no.
A side effect? Of what? What are you looking into?
She looks to Kit and then the altar. I'm looking into something that happened here. Maybe.
Alter nods his head approvingly and just goes, "That is definitely true. I'm almost dead certain that something happened here." He's going to slide like to Silver's flank, much in the same way that he would slide to to Isul's side.
What does that mean?
So
He's
now
trying to back you up.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So now the girl goes over to Alter and she like bends down and she goes to touch where your wound is, and there is again another static.
If she gets close to my wound, I'm gonna yank my leg away.
It's still enough for a static, I think.
He's just gonna. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead. React to that.
Just what the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing?
It goes to try to touch the leg too, seeing if the static.
No, it's not static.
Trying to poke my wound.
You wounded?
Finally. Just a bit.
You're gonna want to take my advice. If you feel overly emotional in the next few days, try to ignore it, alright?
Got to explain yourself?
That's classified.
That's stupid.
Is your name classified as well, or would you be willing to share that with us?
She pauses. Maybe later.
If you keep an attitude like this up, I'm going to tell your father.
He's
Your
not my
very
father.
tall, large father. Then what is he if he's not your dad?
My appointed guardian.
Father, appointed guardian, uncle, it's all the same.
No, it's not actually.
He's gonna turn to East. He's gonna not turn to Eastwell. He's going to turn to Silverus and like stage whisper. I'm trying to antagonize her into saying something truthful again.
Have you ever thought that maybe antagonizing people just makes it worse for everyone involved?
Oh,
No.
Of course you haven't. Huh, Isul.
I believe you all left some things. And she just like motions to saddlebagged Sameth. The cats sticking their heads out from just like this like rope and
Aw.
cloth contraption.
So she's gonna just like gasp and rush up to the fucking saddlebags. It's like, oh, thank you. I got a bit distracted here. She turns to the mysterious girl with
The
coffee.
girl walks over to the kitty and scratches one of them on the head with like a single finger, like rubbing it between its eyes.
Isul
Which
just
one?
blinks and watches. And who are you?
Somebody.
Oh,
I'll look over at Isul. It's classified.
You can see her going over to the window where there was clearly like something that had fallen through. She kind of like runs her hand along it, looks at her finger, and then she jumps down it.
Well, I assume she's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not the first time I've seen someone go down a far height. Like his sister's jumped higher than that.
Casually walks towards the hole, peers down it.
Yeah, she sort of lands on the ground and she begins like looking around, like seemingly following something.
Walter's going to walk in through the hole and do that thing with where spider climb. His feet are still stuck to the floor, and then it becomes the ceiling, and then the new floor. So he just like loops, and then he'll walk across the ceiling, following her.
Goes back down the fire escape and goes back down.
So she'll just look at everyone leaving and just shrug, and then just hop off the side and just climb down real fast.
did anybody else actually look at everything on the ceiling before they just walked off?
I assume.
So we raced to the ceiling.
Yeah, did we? Oh shit! I thought
Yeah.
we did.
No,
Walter didn't.
I did. I was listening that entire time, and you just immediately launched into conversation. Now you all are running away from the ceiling again.
Yeah, okay, I forgot.
This
I'd
bitch
like to
poked
look-
Alter's wound and touched Alter's cat. No, he's not putting up with it.
Yeah, I'd like to investigate myself. Wouldn't do
I'll
much.
help you. Well, I have pretty good investigation, but so before I go down,
I'll help you. How about that? We have better
okay,
chances.
and with guidance.
Hey, can you do
Yes,
double?
and-
No, you can't. Same spell. Never mind.
17. Let's roll again just to see.
Ooh, 21 plus your
And
guidance.
then D4. 22.
When you know it, the DC was 23. Too
Ah,
bad.
boo.
Nah. You see what appears to be signs of a struggle of some sort. You see like hurried footsteps. You don't see blood, but clearly something knocked something through this glass ceiling. They're sort of like wall and on the floor.
What?
You cut
They
out.
cut
Piper.
out.
We
They're
got
also
you
like
knocked through the glass ceiling and then you cut out after that.
the like dents on the floor and on the wall.
Do the footprints, how big are they?
Some of them are pretty big. Some of them aren't as so big.
Are they like shoe the footprints?
I don't think the concept of shoe sizes exists. Thank you very much. Good
No, I
day.
mean, are the prints look like shoe prints, or do they look
Yes.
like? Okay.
Yes.
I would also like to know how pretty big is in a world where someone can be 3 feet tall and also 12 feet tall and have shoes on. So
I
if
was
you
just
have to
wanting
describe
to
them,
know if it were something or someone. Is what I was trying to decide.
I
Somewhat.
would like the DM to use shoe size to explain how big these fucking feety prints are to me, the player, because I don't know what pretty big means in a world with a 12-foot tall man and a 4-foot tall gnome
Like size
garden gnome.
15, 16 shoes.
Okay.
Pretty big.
Okay, and they're all like shoe prints, not like animal prints.
Some of them may be animal prints, but there are much smaller footprints than the big ones.
Big shoes.
Can't hear
Big
yours.
shoes and then tiny
Only size
footprints,
15?
prints.
I'm not good with.
I'm just kidding.
Stop harassing me.
Listen, I didn't want to point it out. I was just gonna let it go because I was like, size 15. All right, then it's definitely not the 12-foot tall dude because he would have like size 30.
Uh-huh.
I don't know suit sizes.
Okay, sitting here as someone with a size 13, like.
Okay, well then it's like an 18 or a 19, Miss fucking. Well, actually, the average shoe size for a person in our height is exactly 160 meters per radius of 22 degrees
Are you
Fahrenheit.
160
at all
meters?
surprised that we are asking the DM, how big is this? And you're like, I don't know, this big. And then we're like, no. Is it 12-foot tall man big or is it 8-foot tall man big? Because we need to know who the fuck we're looking for. Because is it the 12-foot tall man? I would imagine his footprints would be pretty fucking big. But you said pretty big.
Oh man, who fucking knows?
You do. Well, at least I hope you do. It's hard to investigate and profile a crime scene when it could be like a fucking magic anything. This isn't even this doesn't even count into the fact that in 5e there's alter self and shape changers.
Fair enough. You mean alter self?
They could also be paw prints,
What?
technically.
There are some animal prints of some sort as well.
Oh,
I imagine you can see like little paw pad toes or something.
Of that nature, yeah.
Yeah, so it could be a bipedal person. They just didn't have shoes.
could be
They,
lizard folk.
they could be lizard folk or kitty folk.
It looks like there was an altercation, and
What?
there's some
An
shoes.
altercation?
Yeah.
Alter turns around on the ceiling and looks behind him as if you would be following him and just goes, "What am I doing?"
Can Saveth try to be like Bloodhound and sniff and see if there's anything interesting? She has to probably be rolling just a straight 20, but
Yeah, let her roll a straight 20.
it's like all of her investigation and shit is just straight 20s right now.
Nat 1, she sniffs a snack.
Doesn't she have guidance?
She does have guidance, but Saveth would not think to cast guidance on herself. She's smart, but not that smart yet because she's still she's preteen. She's preteen.
Baby animal smart.
Yeah, she's preteen. Okay.
He is, as Iris would say, BB.
16.
BB!
That.
It looks around. You probably picked up a scent. Probably doesn't know what to do with it at this exact moment in time.
He still just like stares for a second. You think you can follow that, Saveth?
If a dragon could shrug, it would probably shrug at you.
Just try.
Dragon looks around for a bit. Looks down. Jumps down the hole. It sort of like flaps its arms and wings.
She
Just
does
barely.
have a fly speed of 60
Okay.
feet.
Okay. I wasn't sure if she had that.
She officially has a walking, flying, climbing, and swimming speed now. It's what she what she got in her level up.
Yeah, and she seems to be following the girl around at this point.
It goes down the fire escape.
Climbs down the side of the building.
Isul just watches and rolls her eyes and knocks a little bit more glass out and just sits in the skylight, like her legs dangling.
They go towards the middle of the library where there's been like a bunch of shelves like knocked over and destroyed. She looks around for a little bit as if examining something. Seems to nod to herself. And just walks out the door.
Goes to where she was looking.
Mhm.
I guess I'll roll investigation again with guidance. Whee.
Walter's gonna follow her.
Mhm.
18. See
Um,
what the girl was looking at.
It's very hard for you to tell, but you get a faint sensation of the air running slightly cold. But other than that, it's nothing. Malta, you begin following her down as she goes a couple alleyways, and then she turns the corner. And as you turn the corner to follow her, she sees you, she's right up in your face. Why are you following me?
Isn't it obvious? I want to know where you're going and what you know.
It's none of your business.
It is some of my business when you try to poke my fucking wound, and then don't explain yourself, and then leave.
I was searching for something. Now go away.
Searching for what? Why would it be in my leg? And then why do you know about this whatever emotional thing that you said that I forgot?
Like right now.
What?
I don't hear anybody else. Hello?
Hello?
Gotcha.
There's nothing in your leg right now.
What was in my leg, or what could have been in my leg that you seem so aware of or keen on?
Part of your soul is missing. Is that enough?
No, you're going to explain what that means now.
No, I'm not.
I'm gonna pull out my sword and point it at her. I'm not
She
letting you go.
She doesn't flinch. If you want to fight, I will fight you.
I don't want to fight, I want answers, and I don't know why you're being so obstinate.
Because it's none of your business.
It
It's
is
none
my
of-
business. My fucking soul is missing. How the fuck is that not my business, you idiot? You fucking. What? Explain how that isn't my business. What am I gonna sleep it
But
off?
how is me knowing about your business your business? I didn't do it.
Do you know what's going on with me? Or my leg,
What?
or what did it?
Maybe.
Then tell me, and I will leave you the fuck alone. If you give me enough that I can deal with this on my own, then I'll go deal with it. But if you keep being cagey, I'm going to follow you around until you give me the answers I want.
That
Part of that cut out. What?
you can't deal with it.
I'll be the one to decide that. And if you don't care, then let me go get myself killed on whatever I can to deal with.
We make a promise not to tell people, so that is why I can't tell you.
You promise not to tell anybody.
She nods.
Who did you promise to? But why would it matter that it's me? It's not like I have a vested interest in anything aside from saving my own skin and dealing with it.
Well, that's precisely why I can't tell you. You do have an interest in it.
Well, then I don't care that you have to keep it a secret. I'm not going to spread it around. I have one goal, and it is to not have this happen and not blunder around aimlessly for weeks.
Look, if you just rest and try not to aggravate your emotions like you're doing right now, it will come back to you. But if you continue to
What would
aggravate
you
it,
do if you were in my situation? Truly think and truly consider being totally in the dark on something, having a strange woman tell you your soul is missing, and then just fucking off into a street corner.
if a doctor told you to rest on your leg, wouldn't you rest on your leg?
Are you a fucking doctor? Is this a wound that you're an expert in? Because you didn't say it. You just said, that's classified. I don't know your name. I don't know your
Very well.
credentials.
I'm a doctor that specializes in wounds, and I'm telling you to go rest. Are you satisfied now?
No, I'm not satisfied. Any more than it would be satisfying if I told you, yes, I'm definitely going to do what you say after you leave. Do you believe me? No. There is nothing you can say that will make me that will dissuade me from doing this, aside from giving me the answers that will help me to help. There
I
is no
told you how
reason
to
to be
help
this.
yourself.
No, you told me to fuck off. Multiple times, in fact. You told me to fuck off at least twice.
Well, to be fair, I'm also telling you how to heal yourself. So
No, you're telling me to wait and get over it. And I don't want to wait and get over it.
you want to aggravate your wound, is what you're telling me.
A black, bulbous, shadowy dog creature exploded out of a wall and stabbed me in the leg. Now your turn. Share something truthful that's useful.
I've been telling you the truth this whole time.
No. I want something truthful and useful, not something you, quote unquote, have already told me. Tell me your name. Tell me what that shadowy thing is called. Tell me why my soul is out of my leg. Something useful and truthful.
If I
There
tell
is
you one thing, do you promise to just go away? Because your voice is
no.
annoying.
My voice is annoying. Can you imagine being condescended to by someone half your size? I don't give a shit if you think I'm annoying.
So you're
I
not even gonna go away, even if I tell you one small thing like you asked.
No, because I don't want one small thing only. I want to be able to fix this myself. I want agency in this situation. I don't understand why you have to be this way.
I told you, I promise
No,
not
you
to
didn't.
tell
You didn't tell
anybody.
me. You didn't tell me anything. You've told me nothing. You've told me effectively nothing. If I hadn't
There's
met
a
you today,
twitch in your eyes at this point.
Alter doesn't notice. He's just like if I had not run into you at all, I would be in the same position. And if you know a bunch of shit, I'm going to get information out of you eventually. So,
You're not going to do that.
yes, I will. Do you want to fucking bet?
I do, actually.
Sure. And he's going to stand there with his sword pointed at her. So tell me your one thing that you hope will dissuade me and let me go on my way. Maybe it will. Maybe it will get me on my way. It really depends on what you decide to tell me.
It's
I'll be
all
honest,
you're
if
getting
you-
from me, even if you're not satisfied.
That's not true.
It is.
No, it isn't.
You can see her from her sleeve. She pulls out what appears to be a sheath dagger, and she like pulls it out and flips it behind her hand, like holding it backhanded. Those things
Well,
are
my
called
other
the-
sword.
Yeah, that's fun.
Okay,
Those things are called the void of existence. That's all you need to know now. Goodbye.
that is not all I need to know. If she tries to leave, I'm going to attack her.
Roll initiative.
Okay, let's fucking go.
Oh boy.
This Bean Man is back again.
And go beans.
I mean, at least this, to some extent,
At 20, let's fucking go.
I
On
can
initiative.
understand. The beans
Mhm.
less so.
Well, it makes sense. It makes
Yeah,
sense.
this
It
makes
makes
sense.
sense why he's angry. But I
Mhm.
designed this character to be a little shit. So
I'm gonna knock her out. I'm also not dealing any lethal damage. Just blanket
Okay.
statement. I'm going to
Both
just
of you
beat
to
her with my
assume-
sword.
Both of you to assume that someone with an anime-ish picture is not going to be able to kick your ass with one hand tied behind their back.
I have an anime picture too. The fuck are you talking about?
Not as anime though. Good luck. Godspeed.
The
To be fair,
12-foot
she does-
guardian.
she isn't like as anime could be.
Yeah, like see, that's a school uniform.
Yeah, that's like Kill Bill sirens going off right now.
Mm-hmm. Godspeed, Alter.
So am I going first,
Roll
or
to
does she
attack.
got bullshit? Okay,
No,
cool.
roll to attack.
I'm gonna use a bonus action and give myself 5 temp HP and advantage on all my attacks.
Okay.
And we're gonna go attack. Nope. That didn't roll it. Attack and attack. Does a 22 and an 18, do those hit?
Yep, they will both hit.
Okay, I'm gonna whack the fuck out of her. And I will use my movement to stay within her range and move around so that she can't go down the alleyway and run away.
Okay.
And once I cut her off, I will say, "I'm not letting you go."
She sighs. Very well. Let's see. I'm sure a 28 hits you.
It does.
Okay. Healing that plus sneak attack because she's bonus action gives herself advantage. Dealing 24 slice damage to you.
Before. Let me go. And there we go. Okay.
And on top of, you cannot recover hit points until the end of your next turn.
Fine. I've got temp HP.
That's fine.
So on my turn, I'm going to do second verse, same as the first. I'm going to use bonus action, give myself 5 more temp HP, and I'm going to attack with advantage twice. Natural 20 for 22 damage.
Okay.
And 19 for 9 damage.
Okay.
And I will action surge to do 2 more attacks. Also
Okay.
advantage.
So just so you know, on the first hit, when you hit her blade with that natural hit, she sort of focused on it and it begins to glow slightly.
But my blade or hers?
Hers.
So when she hit me, it started to glow?
When you hit her, like her blade started to glow as if she was focusing on something now.
Mm. redirect
Maybe-
damage shit or something.
Maybe she'll have to make a concentration check if I hit her again. So
She won't
18
know.
for 9 more slashing damage,
Okay.
and then 1 more for 12 slashing damage.
Okay. She she pants a little bit.
All you have to do is talk to me and not run away like a coward.
She's going to strike at you. 26 hits.
Yep.
Dealing.
Oh, wait, sorry. She has disadvantage on all of her attacks because I crit her. As per my slasher feat. She also has 10-foot lower
Okay,
speed.
so next one's 20.
20 still hits.
Okay. Seven plus 4.
She also
That's
loses
11.
sneak attack if she had it because I gave her disadvantage.
Fair enough. So she won't deal the sneak attack.
I
But
knew you were gonna fucking throw that in there.
fair enough. In addition to that, when you hit her with the crit, her blade recorded the damage dealt, and now in addition to the 7 she just dealt you, she's also going to deal the 22 that you dealt to her.
Oh, the sneak attack. That is nasty. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's broken with sneak attack. So
That
that
ability
was
sounds familiar.
that and that and that. Okay. So on my turn, I will use a bonus action and I will heal for.
You can't heal.
That was last turn.
Again, second verse, same as the first.
Okay. Then I will use my bonus action to get 5 temp HP,
That's fine.
and I will attack her with advantage again.
Oh my gosh, Asu's gonna have to go find her fucked up brother in an
22.
alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
And 26, so that's also her
Why are
getting
you the
disadvantage
critical
on anything.
machine?
Because you gave me a weapon that crits on a 19, DM. What did you expect? I have an ability that gives me advantage and a fucking sword that crits on 19 and 20.
Fair
Tell me
enough.
she's unconscious.
She's not
That is
unconscious.
over
Mm-hmm.
like way over 80 damage I've dealt to her.
It is.
Remember what we said though about anime picture me and she's gonna
Remember
kill
what we said
her?
about anime pictures?
Yeah.
So you made her both unhelpful, annoying, and unbeatable.
No, she is beatable. She's just
Is she though?
Beatable if it was more than just you.
I'm not even playing that. She's just very tanky for reasons that you don't know.
Well, it's her turn. I can only hope that she misses, and I can get one more.
So I can't.
I will say she looks pretty beat up. Yes, Iris?
Oh, I was just in Piper's defense, like that ability that she used to redirect that damage is something that technically the Paladin subclass Piper Mage for Gertie has. So
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah,
I've never seen Gertie use it.
it was a recent change, basically.
Yeah, it's the reset change. I already told you something. Can't you just leave me alone already? I really don't want to have to kill you.
Walter doesn't say anything. He's just staring her down, as beat up as he is, blood coming out of his nose and out of the corner of his mouth. He is refusing to relent. I'm not going to kill you, but I'm not going to let you just walk away.
I already told you what you needed to know.
No, you didn't. You told me
It's your fault
something
for
to get
being
me
a
off your
stubborn.
back.
And it was the truth.
You're being more stubborn than I'll ever be.
Somehow, I doubt that. Let's see. Let me see what the roll is for this again. 1 second.
Ah, shit, I already used my spell. Darn it.
It's not. Oh no, that's. I don't want the spell. I want the. Oh, okay, I was wondering why that didn't sound right. Hold up.
Oh my god.
Okay, I need you to roll a strength saving throw, please.
Yeah. Aw, 7.
F's in chat.
F.
Oh, sorry. I got so accustomed to that means he's about to get yoinked or yeeted.
Oh.
I thought he was about to get yeeted into the wall.
I mean, I might. It's strength saves are really rare. It's like mostly push effects.
I
I
will
don't
let
know.
you re-roll as a wisdom saving throw because I got it wrong. So we'll do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, well, I hope that I roll good because it's no pluses.
Okay.
Probably
Better
not
than
good
a
enough
7.
though. It's better than a 7, but probably not high enough for the DC.
She used hold person, so you're paralyzed right now.
Oof.
Paralyzed. Does that mean paralyzed me for a minute or a round?
A minute.
Okay, but I get to make saves on the end of every turn.
Yeah. She walks over and she holds her knife to her throat. It would be so very easy to kill you right now, but I'm not that kind of person. Please just leave me alone. And she sheathes her sword. She sheathes her knife, and you can see her duck behind you through the alleyway. So you get a turn.
Darn it.
Nope. On her turn, she's going to dash, and that will end the fight.
Alter gets his feeling back and
After
puts.
like a minute, yeah.
I mean, after like a couple seconds, because he can continue making wisdom saves. But
Okay, yeah, you did save. You did save.
he'll put his one sword in the sheath, and he'll look at the other one, and he'll look back at the empty alleyway, and he'll throw at the bird. He's gonna walk back to the library.
You go catch up with. You see your brother catching up to you, looking like he has several slices up his arms.
Do I even want to know?
That short girl didn't give me any answers, and then tried to kill me.
The child
Yes.
beat you?
Well, she ran away. To be fair, she did something that made me immobile, and then just left.
Just casually twisting the facts.
That's true. She did run away.
He's so insight on that versus your deception. Okay.
What do you want him? He's not lying. She ran away. She used the spell to get away from him.
She's like, oh, no, I was just following the girl and she attacked me.
Yeah, no, he said that he said that the girl did attack him and tried to kill him. Not that she
You-
attacked first.
Yeah, you left out that particular detail.
Fine,
See,
I'll roll deception.
No, you don't have to. I mean, to be fair, Isul always takes everything Alter says with a little grain
That's
of salt.
That's fair.
She's not sure what part is either exaggerated or hidden, but she's fairly certain there's usually some part that's exaggerated or hidden.
That is fair.
She just like blinks at him and looks him
She
up
knows-
and down.
He looks at Isul and he is very, very frustrated and angry, and you can see it on his face, and he's just like, she knows what happened to me. And apparently, and he holds out his leg, my soul was stabbed out of my foot by a dog. A shadow dog. That's called a void something.
The
Well,
void of existence.
your soul was stabbed out of your foot.
Yes. He points to his foot with his finger, and he's like, there is no soul in that.
It's on the bottom. Ha ha ha.
But don't worry, Isul, if I sleep, it'll come back. And he shrugs like,
She
I tried to get answers out of her, but she just fucking left.
she's listening, and you see the disbelief, the confusion, the concern, looking at his face again, seeing how pissed off he is, and just like, now is a good time not to say something. And she just kind of looks at his foot again, and brows furrowed. Well,
It doesn't
the
hurt.
way you look, it would probably be best for you to sleep. Anyway,
Probably right. And he looks at his foot. I'm glad it was only my foot.
you don't sleep. Is it going to fall off?
I don't know. I don't think so. But the person who I would have asked, who would know, ran away. She said it's not anything to do with us. It has nothing, no bearing on us at all. It doesn't involve us. Yada yada, not our business. And he holds up his foot again. He's like, it's clearly at least a little bit of my business.
I'm just imagining Silverus and Kit seeing this like conversation from a distance. They don't hear anything. They just see like fucking Alter keep picking up his foot, and the both of them staring at it.
Him like bleeding
Yeah.
everywhere.
Just wild gesticulations, and then he lifts his foot, and they both look at it. Wild gesticulations, frustrated, and then and then lifts his foot again.
Silver just like leans against like a table or a bookshelf, crosses her arms, nods to them, just like, do you think he stepped in something and slipped?
Don't know. He looks like pretty blooded up for falling on his, like, I guess, ass or something.
I
You
mean,
could probably
I'm
rejoin
sure
them
he
by this time,
managed to.
Dia.
Oh, sorry.
Huh? Oh, you're just gonna go off on a mission on your own? Which mission are you selecting?
Oh,
Okay.
God.
You're pulling a Kata.
Isol's
You
just
say that with such pride.
Isol's just slowly shakes her head. Well, it's amazing how often they say it's not our business when it ends up being our business. But sleep is probably your best option, and said the things came out of the shadows, so maybe no more solo trips at night for anyone for a while.
You don't have to tell me twice. I did it purely to get you back to where I wanted to be. I'd rather us be in a group, but I
She
don't.
just, like,
I don't
blinks.
blame. I don't blame you for this, by the way. Like that's not what I'm trying to imply.
I'd hope not, because I was perfectly happy at the hotel. You made the decision
I know
yourself.
you were, and I can't have that.
She just rolls her eyes. She will kind of come closer and do like the little like quick circle around him, making sure she doesn't think he's like about to die. And this shakes her head and like waves at the other two. She wants to be done with the library. The library has been nothing but trouble.
Alter takes his thumb and presses it to one nostril, and then blows out a snot full of blood onto the ground.
Do you need healing? Because, you know, I can, you know, take care of some of that.
I think if I just take a break, save your magic. I'm not going to go to sleep for the rest of the day, but I'm certainly going to take a break for a few hours.
What even happened?
Isul just shakes
So-
her head very quickly.
Okay. Last night, when I went to go get Isul, where is Dia? She just like stops and realizes that Dia's not there.
They said they were going to the place, go find out about a new house.
Oh,
You went to the town hall then.
oh, well. You know, I was just joking about the paperwork thing, but that's awfully considerate. Don't tell them I said that.
If it gets us an apartment in Isuna and gets us out of the clan house, I might actually
Also,
thank them.
Alcer nods and just that would be thankworthy. But and he shakes his head and his hands just goes, but. Either way, last night when I was going to get Isul, I was walking down the street and it was obviously dark, and I saw some sort of strange shadow movement, and I thought it was something from behind me, and it turns out that the shadows were just alive in some way. Then they started to expand out of the wall and manifest in some sort of dog, wolfy shape. Hell if I know why. But they certainly weren't happy with me. And I'm not quite fast enough to get away. And he holds up his foot. Much like he saw from a distance. And he just goes, and you can see like the it's like a hole in his foot. I imagine it to be like the size of a baseball, like a black.
Yeah.
Okay. So he holds it out and he just goes, it was a nasty gouge.
Wait, so is there like I'm confused now. Is there like an actual hole in his foot? Because you said it
Yes.
healed earlier.
It's healing, but you can still see like the scar outline of where there was like a giant hole.
Okay, so it's like a
Oh.
freshly healed over scar though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not like a
Yeah.
gaping like void
No,
of in his
All the
okay.
way-
It was.
Okay.
It was. But not
But not anymore. So now it just looks like a nasty big gouge wound that's healing.
So we're just
But
gonna
he
patch down.
yeah.
You're sure you don't want any kind of healing? That looks pretty bad.
Don't wait until you
He-
hear what's apparently wrong with it, according to your new friend.
Yes. By the way, this, and he gestures to his face and chest and cuts and bruises. This is all thanks to that
Child.
wretched child woman who has a magic.
Child.
The fucking girl who was on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
It was her.
Why did you two fight again?
I had a suspicion that she might know something about what's going on. And before I forget, the night that I went to go get Isul, I got this wound, I met up with Isul. Isul and I both walked back together, and we saw, and he turns to Isul, what did you say? 10 feet or 12? Giant man.
Yeah. She
Gray, messy hair.
looks at herself, looks at Alter, and then looks above him, and she nods.
Yes, giant 12-foot or so gigantic man, as I had mentioned when we saw that girl. By the way, the girl that guy was looking for, and he looks at Isul again, that's her. She knows who that man was, or is, or something. It's not her father, turns out.
Well, that explains some of the conversation from earlier.
Yes, I didn't mean to keep you in the dark intentionally. That was just me hoping to get an answer out of her.
You being you.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
It might be. Depends.
Shut up.
No, and it was very weird. Like, she came up to me and stared at me and then touched me, and then it was like the static thing. But then she also touched your leg, and the static thing happened there too. Don't know what that means.
I don't either. That is definitely concerning, considering that when I cornered her in an alleyway, she asked why I was following her. I told her that I wanted answers, and I assumed that she had some. She made a very pointed statement to say that it wasn't our business. It didn't involve us, and we should not get involved any more than we've already gotten ourselves involved. To which I obviously wasn't going to play along, because he gestures to his foot,
Yeah,
because
shadow
I'm already
creature.
involved.
Yeah, you said it took the soul out of your leg?
Yes, apparently, and he just does this sort of give up shrug, and he just goes, apparently, when it stabbed my foot, that shadow thing, it took out that part of my soul.
Well, is there any way to get it back? Or
The way she said it, it seems to be that if I just wait it out, it'll come back on its own.
I mean, that's good.
It is good, but it is sorely unsatisfying as a solution. I want to go find these fucking dogs and string them up by their shadowy intestines.
Well, then you definitely need healing before you go out tonight, if that's what your plan is.
He looks at Heathul with concern and just goes, I'm not going out in the dark. That is a bad plan. As much as I want to figure out what's going on, I don't want to risk more soul holes.
So just slowly nods. I don't believe that anybody should be going out alone right now until we get this figured out.
in general, or only at night?
Well,
I would assume at night only, but I don't know if
night at
that
the very least, until we see shadow dogs popping up in the day.
Would you like me to send you a message or something to let them know to not be out at night?
That'd probably be for the best.
That would be for the best. But I don't. I will also say she did at least give me one bit of information, however useless it might be to us now. It might be useful later. They're called void, essence of void.
Of course they are.
Yes. So he just shrugs again. It's all a wonderful mess. And then she proceeded to try to run, to which I didn't want her to, and then this happened. She put up a hell of a fight.
Void of existence.
Aha. Just now I was about to add that to the notes, because I thought I got it wrong. Thank you. So,
We'll look at Kit and just say, I would advise reaching out to DS so that he is at least aware.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that. Cast sending. Hey, the really bad things happening. You go out at night. There's these shadow things that will take your soul. So, but want to come back to the clan house. Kyo can respond.
Stop.
I'm glad you were counting because I was like, oh man, I forgot. I didn't count at all.
Oh, no. Piper wasn't counting.
Counting on the 16.
Iris is counting.
Yes, it's counting on the fingers.
As Kit was talking, I'm like, counting.
I was hoping somebody was counting because I could not count and speak at the same time, or I'll say numbers.
To be honest, I think I missed a few words, but Because
It's
like
fine.
you go fast and then slow and then fast and then slow. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh wait, what? So yeah. So TLDR, don't be out alone.
At
Yep.
night, especially.
Correct. It is
Am I
not a
able
good
to
idea.
respond
Yeah.
or
And
no?
meet us at the guild house. I think you should be
Can I
able to.
respond?
Sending, you should be
Yeah.
able to. Same
Yeah.
restrictions.
Yes, and then you can reply to this message.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Thank you for the update.
I said thank
Okay.
you for the update.
And when should we be expecting him back? It shouldn't have taken that long to ask about how long repairs would take.
Well, it is bureaucracy.
And I didn't ask all that. You want me to?
If you
Can we
wouldn't
just
mind.
ask? Well, we can ask them tonight. That way.
I'll add. I'll be back tonight.
We'll be back tonight.
It couldn't possibly take that long.
What?
We're a new clan. There's no way they'd want Dia in on the negotiations.
What in
Or
God's
interrupt.
name is the
Do we
back
truly
tonight?
want to
With
know?
there's no, but we can't let Dia wander around at night. He'll get fucking murdered, or his
Yeah.
soul will get shot out of his
If
leg.
he is getting back tonight, then he is not going to be out when we're concerned about these things. And I don't know about you, but he seemed to manage the city perfectly fine before we arrived. So why are we concerned?
Because there are fucking shadow beasts that suck souls now.
At night, it's daytime.
He holds up a finger and looks at the rest of the group and says, "There is one extra piece of information that I haven't given you because I'm a little worried about judgment, but I'll tell you now, in confidence." And he looks at the rest of the group, trying to gauge reactions.
Isil just crosses her arms.
Neutral expression. Go on.
I was told by that woman that after she looked at my leg, I should be fine. Quote, just if you get emotional in a few hours, try to relax. Something to that effect.
Which note, Alter, you were getting very emotional during that argument,
Yes, he was.
Mm-hmm.
which
And
is
he's
weird
still
for you.
he is definitely way more animated both in his physicality and his voice than is usual, and he's just like, but I think personally I'm fine.
Oh,
And
so told.
he looks at Silverus and opens his mouth to say something and then closes his mouth. And then he turns to Isul and he says, I'm going to go back to that clan house and fall asleep in a closet.
That sounds like a good plan, and if you don't, I will come knock you out myself.
He narrows his eyes, and you get the twin ability of like hearing the words without him saying them, but he doesn't say them because he knows better, but you can fucking hear it in his eyes when he looks at you, and he's like, I'd like to fucking see you try. But he doesn't say it. He just gives you like a sour look and just goes, thank you for your concern.
She just very pointedly looks at his condition, which he has refused to have healed, and looks back up at him.
What?
Go to bed, also.
Don't tell me what to do.
And she will grab his elbow and spin him towards the door and push him out the door, following behind. And if he tries to resist, Saveth will just bump his legs with her head until he moves.
There's a little bit of resistance until the first bump, and then he's like, okay, fine.
And Saveth still wearing kitten backpack.
I was gonna say, gotta follow. They have our kittens.
So as they're following, Kit pulls out a book and will talk to Silverus and be like, so these things he said were called the Void of Existence, and we just, learned about this Beast of Existence. Or, you know,
Right. Unfortunately, I doubt it's a coincidence.
no, it's probably not. It did say may existence never haunt us again, and they're like things. Uh, so yeah, kind
Okay,
of feel
Tia.
like this might be my fault.
No.
I doubt it's your fault. But I'm sure we can try to figure this out, see how we're all involved. She like shrugs. Hopefully, whatever is affecting Alta runs its course and he's up back to normal soon. And then we can all figure out what's happening to make sure it doesn't happen again. Simple enough.
I don't know
All
if it's
right.
as simple though.
Start off with a Dia
Yeah,
solo
yeah,
campaign
yeah.
next time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
midnight.
Tia, have you decided on what mission you're gonna take?
Well, I was hoping to do one that would have been capable as a solo person.
Yeah, what happened to that herb picking one that was supposed
Yeah,
to be relatable?
exactly.
Went away. Just a couple
No,
days
but-
now.
I thought you said that it's a regular thing.
It pops up sometimes, I think is what she said previously. Um. Okay, so I need two clarifications here.
Uh-huh.
For the combat simulation, it's testing something, it's not winning against something, right?
Yeah, you do not have to.
Okay. And two,
Mhm.
the need people to help with restoration, is it we're trying to find this gemstone? Or are we just like doing building stuff?
Building stuff.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna pick one of those two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. By the way.
That was fun.
What'd you say, Viper? It cut out for me.
Oh,